Alright, welcome back to Bad Movie Review. Today I'm going to talk to you about a little film from one of the no budget, low budget production studios that is really indescribable. I'm, of course, talking about a Chris Seavers film, Carnage for the Destroyer. Where to begin? There's not a lot you can really say about Chris Seavers movies. Mostly because they're very inappropriate for children. Yeah, these are not for the faint of heart. Carnage for the Destroyer is no exception. You've got silly dance numbers. You've got a dominatrix with a urine fetish. You have a guy named Charlie the Foreboding, who of course is very foreboding. Yeah, all the characters are hilarious. You have to have a very kind of demented sense of humor to enjoy these films. Carnage for the Destroyer is absolutely no exception, with way more raunchy jokes than usual, inappropriate sex scenes. There's only one set of boobs, but you can imagine they're put to some pretty deviant use right away in a what I would determine to be a shockingly visceral scene that wouldn't be in a major theatrical release outside of a sleazy theater. Aside from the graphic sex, there's the usual boarding yourself up in a bowling alley, like in Sorority Babes, but this time just done because I think they had access to a bowling alley. And that's okay. It works here. But to me, the best scene was the poking the dead body with a child. Because that happened. I have a secret, well, not so secret, love of Chris Seavers movies. And I had not seen this one before today. And it did not disappoint. The usual immature, raunchy sex jokes and foul language and gory death scenes, all on an incredibly tiny budget. It's got a little something for everybody that likes those things. And an appearance by Chris Seavers himself. He's got kind of an Alfred Hitchcock thing where he shows up in his movies, possibly for a lack of actors. But yeah, I also determined that despite all the shenanigans that seem to go on in Bonejack Heights, I would want a Bonejack Heights t-shirt. I thought that was a pretty fun addition. I wish they sold those. Overall, this is definitely not a movie for the faint of heart. It's incredibly low budget, borderline no budget. And a lot of the same people show up that are in his other movies, especially our hero Teen Ape, the oversexed and wildly inappropriate and vulgar man with a silly Teen Ape mask. But Teen Ape is hilarious, I think. Yeah, these movies just aren't. This movie especially is not for children or young people that are incredibly sensitive or politically correct. There's nothing politically correct about Chris Seavers' movies. But we do have some heavy metal in this one. The dialogue is really sharp, I think. The storyline's okay. You know, you don't expect much from movies of this low caliber, but they always pull off something entertaining. And at only 55 minutes, it does feel like you are getting your money's worth, despite what you would think from a 55-minute movie. It's got a little raunchy humor for everybody, and the politically incorrect jokes. Like I said, I'm repeating myself now, I know, but it's just hard to explain the movie without ruining any of the jokes because the plot's a little thin. It's about a monster slaughterer called the Destroyer that accidentally gets summoned and goes on a rampage. It's not a huge rampage. He kills like 4 people. But yeah, if you really like bad sex jokes, immature humor, and some vulgar sex acts, urine fetishes, or a horny teenage ape. Not Harambe. No, God rest his soul. Teen ape is just anytime I see him show up in a movie, I know I'm in for a treat. So yeah, check this one out if you're into those kind of jokes and humor like I am, and you're an immature closet teenager. Otherwise, this probably isn't for everyone. Even diehard B-movie fans will have a hard time sitting through this one. They'll think it's stupid. And it is, but it's intentionally stupid, and it's just a fun film. So if you like that kind of lowbrow humor, and you like any of Chris Seavers' other films like Mulva, Zombie Ass Kicker, or Mulva 2, Kill Teen Ape, or Destruction Kings, then this would be for you. It's kind of along those same lines, a little gorier, but it really kind of rounds out the set. I'm hoping to see more of Teen Ape and other films, but this is a definite win for people that really like no-budget films that are just made for fun and aren't hung up on political correctness, and don't mind some sick jokes and obvious pointless gore. So check it out if you're into that. Otherwise, this might be a pass for you. But for me, it was a solid B minus. Good effort, a fun film. I felt entertained. I paid, I think, $5 for the movie on DVD. I highly recommend getting any of these movies on DVD because the commentary tracks are fun and they always have cool bonuses. And Chris Seavers is, I think, very talented despite the negative reviews a lot of people give him. If you're a diehard B-movie fan, you really need to check out Chris Seavers' stuff because he really has some good sense of humor in there. And that'll do it for this time, and be sure and check out our other videos. And of course, if you like what you're hearing, click that thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.
That's completely believable.
Yeah, wizards, magic, evil. So anyways, I'm not trying to be a dick. Well, yeah, I am. I got a split. I got a, 6 a.m. Meeting with these two Chuck twins I picked up down at the Piggly Wiggly a little while ago.